Hi, this is Norberto Arroyo. Please stay tuned for Horses and Courses.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. I'm Jean Wood. A lot of stakes racing action to bring to you from around the country, and we're going to start things out in Maryland with the Martha Washington Breeders' Cup Stakes, a Grade 3 on the turf for 3-year-old fillies. Let's head to Pimlico now and join the running of the Martha Washington in progress.
Into the turn they go. Impolite. Little Miss Pamela is now putting more heat on the outside. Darien is asked to quicken for the final 3/8 of a mile. Then back to Chic Joy and Twining and Dining, 6 in the front. Gala is one beaten. That's a Queen Smile there at the top of the stretch. Little Miss Pamela. Darien switched to the outside to try to come. She's got to do a little bit better at this point. And here comes Darien trying to quicken now. Also Chic Joy involved. Chic Joy and Darien coming to the front from Little Miss Pamela. Twining and Dining's little rivals. One off the inside. They're through to final furlong. Darien is there holding off Chic Joy. Darien, Chic Joy still trying hard though. Darien and Brice Blanc. Darien to win from Chic Joy and Twining and Dining and Gala in a photo, followed by Little Miss Pamela and a
In Kentucky by Warren W. Rosenthal, owned by the Waterville Lake Stable and trained by Christophe Clement. Ridden to victory by Brice Blanc, Darien covers the mile and a 16th on the good turf course in 1 minute 46 and 2. Next, we're going to head to the Chicago area for the running of the Arlington Washington Futurity at Arlington Park. Grade 3, $100,000, flat mile for 2-year-olds. Let's head to Chicago in the running of the Arlington Washington Futurity.
Away and running in the Arlington Washington Futurity. Cactus Ridge, a bit of a bobble coming out to the starting gate. Corbin Gold comes out fast along with Cactus Ridge as they run through the first furlong. Glitter Gem is next in third. Orphan Brigade on the outside. Texas Deputy, finally. Night Charger last to the 5 as they meet up now at the main track. And here's Cactus Ridge sent out toward the front by Eddie Martin Jr. The opening quarter, 23 seconds flat. 1 to 5, Cactus Ridge in front of Corbin Gold. Corbin Gold and Corey Lattery holds this one just outside of Cactus Ridge's flank. Two clear then of Glitter Gem and Pat Day next in third. Toward the rail is Texas Deputy, a length in front of Longshot Orphan Brigade, and 4 more to Night Charger remaining last of all. Half went in 45 and 3, starts at the far turn. Cactus Ridge, Corbin Gold still running 1-2 with 3 furlongs to go in this 69th running. Then on the outside is Glitter Gem. Within reach of these leaders as they come toward the quarter pole. Texas Deputy toward the rail. Orphan Brigade. Night Charger is last to make the top of the Arlington Park stretch. They come past the quarter pole. 3 quarters, 1, 10, and 2. They turn for home. Cactus Ridge in front. Down toward the final furlong. Cactus Ridge holding on to the lead now. In front by 3. Glitter Gem. Corbin Gold, Texas Deputy toward the rail. They're coming inside the final half of furlong. Cactus Ridge, it is Cactus Ridge, the son of Hennessy, heads from Arlington undefeated. Cactus Ridge wins the Arlington Washington Futurity. Cactus Ridge holding on to the lead now. In front by 3. Glitter Gem, Corbin Gold, Texas Deputy toward the rail. They're coming inside the final half of furlong. Cactus Ridge, it is Cactus Ridge, the son of Hennessy, heads from Arlington undefeated. Cactus Ridge wins the Arlington Washington Futurity by 3.5 lengths. Glitter Gem was second as a photo for third between Texas Deputy and Corbin Gold in 1:35 and 2 stakes record time.
Look like he'll be heading to California, heading to the Breeders' Cup. Cactus Ridge is a bay 2-year-old son of Hennessy from Double Park by Lysias, bred in Kentucky by Dream Walkin' Farm, owned by Dream Walkin' Farm, which, by the way, is owned by country singer Toby Keith, trained by Brett Calhoun, and ridden to victory by Eddie Martin Jr. Cactus Ridge covers the mile in the Arlington Washington Futurity in 1:35 and 2. Heading right back to Chicago now for the Arlington-Washington Lassie, also run on Saturday, $150,000 for 2-year-old fillies. Let's head back to Chicago in the Arlington-Washington Lassie.
Away and running in the Arlington-Washington Lassie. Crypto's Best, Everyday Angel showing good speed. There goes Everyday Angel. She peels right away through this first furlong. Zozima follows her. Crypto's Best in the blue. Right there running third. Bad Kitty is fourth now as they come toward the main track. Then outside of Bad Kitty is Anapest. Then it's Journey Fever. Farther back is Blondes Away. Lovely Afternoon. Solid Day Oro running wide. And Indian Jewel racing 10th and last. The opening quarter, 23 seconds flat. Backstretch run. Shane Sellers and favored Everyday Angel in front of Crypto's Best by a length. Zozima and Pat Day now rating her from third. Journey Fever is next in fourth. Anapest in fifth. Blonde Kitty sixth at the rail, 5 from the front. And one off this inside is Blondes Away. Lovely Afternoon running 4 wide, 5 wide. Solid Day Oro and Indian Jewel remains last of all. The half in 45 and 4. 3 furlongs to go on the 69th Lassie. Everyday Angel and Crypto's Best stays with her. Zozima is within range. She's third. Journey Fever now being hard ridden fourth. Lovely Afternoon on the extreme outside. Bad Kitty, Blondes Away, then Anapest, Solid Day Oro, and Indian Jewel last as they turn for home. 3 quarters went in 1:10 and 1. Coming down toward the final furlong. Everyday Angel in front. Pat Day and Zozima now second. Crypto's Best is dropped back third. Then Lovely Afternoon. They're coming inside the final half of furlong. Everyday Angel and Zozima. And the favorite fillies to decide the Lassie. And it's Zozima. Zozima and Pat Day. She's won the Arlington-Washington Lassie. 3 quarters went in 1:10 and 1. Coming down toward the final furlong. Everyday Angel in front. Pat Day and Zozima now second. Crypto's Best is dropped back third. Then Lovely Afternoon. They're coming inside the final half of furlong. Everyday Angel and Zozima. And the favorite fillies to decide the Lassie. And it's Zozima. Zozima and Pat Day. She's won the Arlington-Washington Lassie. And she stakes a stakes record 2. Zozima over Everyday Angel. And one.
No better than third. The winner is Zosima, is a dark bay or brown 2-year-old daughter of Capote from Graffin by Mizwaukee, bred in Kentucky by Darley, owned by Darley Stud Management and trained by Owen Hardy, ridden to victory by Pat Day. Zosima covers the flat mile of the Arlington-Washington Lassie in 1:36 even. We're going to stay in Chicago now and take a look at the featured race on opening day at Hawthorne in Chicago. Hawthorne Gold Cup, a Grade 2, $750,000, a mile and a quarter for older horses. Let's head to the Midwest and take a look at the Hawthorne Gold Cup.
They're off in the 67th running of the Hawthorne Gold Cup. And on the outside, Scooter Roach left well. Towards the inside, here's 10 Pins moving up. And 10 Pins now takes the lead as they pass the stands for the first time. Here's Perfect Drift ranging up second. Scooter Roach taken back in hand third. Aeneas tucked in along the rail fourth. And on the outside, No Comprende fifth. And San Pedro trails the field. There's a mile to run in the Hawthorne Gold Cup. And it's 10 Pins showing the way a length and a quarter. Perfect Drift, steady advance on the outside in second. Towards the inside, Aeneas now third. Scooter Roach between horses fourth. No Comprende 3 wide fifth. And trailing the field, San Pedro. San Pedro's about 7 lengths behind the leader as they make their way onto the Hawthorne backstretch. It's 10 Pins showing the way 3/4 of a length. Perfect Drift now moving a closer second. Aeneas right there tracking from third with 6 furlongs to run. Then on the outside, No Comprende followed by Scooter Roach and San Pedro still at the end. And on the mid backstretch they go. On the inside, it's 10 Pins on the lead. Perfect Drift has been tracking every step of the way. Racing in third is Aeneas. Then towards the inside, Scooter Roach trying to come on. That one's about 5 from the leader. Then on the outside, No Comprende. And San Pedro still needs to make up 7 with less than a half mile to run in the race and into the turn. Robbie Alvarado and 10 Pins holding firm. Pat Day now makes his move with Perfect Drift. And here comes Perfect Drift up to challenge 10 Pins. And right there, Aeneas moving up strongly third. It's a 3.5 length gap to No Comprende fourth, followed by Scooter Roach and San Padre. They're at the top of the stretch for the Hawthorne Gold Cup. 10 pins on the inside with the lead. Perfect drift between horses. On the outside, Aeneas trying to come on. Then to the center of the track, No Comprende. An eighth of a mile away. 10 pins digging down for more. Perfect drift between horses. Aeneas joins the fray. There's 3 across. And now Perfect Drift takes the lead. 10 pins trying to fight back second. Aeneas is third. But here's Pate and Perfect Drift. And Perfect Drift will win the Gold Cup by 2. 10 pins was second. Aeneas third. Running time for the 67th running of the Hawthorne Gold Cup, 2:03.63.
Horse here, Perfect Drift. Perfect Drift, handridden to victory, is a 4-year-old bay gelding, a son of Dynaformer from Nice Gal by NASCRA. He was bred in Kentucky by Dr. William Reed and Stonecrest Farm, owned by Stonecrest, trained by Murray Johnson, and ridden to victory by Pat Day. Perfect Drift covers the 1.25 miles of the Hawthorne Gold Cup in 2:03 and 3. We're going to continue with stakes racing action now. North of the border, this time we're going to take a look at the Sky Classic, a Canadian Grade 2 at Woodbine. $200,000, 3-year-olds and up, the distance 1 mile and 3/8. Once again, we are going to join this race in progress.
And it's Mobile on the inside, and to the outside, Destiny Red. Mobile by a neck. Destiny Red is in second position. Bowman Mill watching them go at it on the front end. There's a break of 5 to Lenny the Lender, then Strut the Stage and Wild Strike, the opening half mile on the soft going, 50 seconds flat. And Patrick Husbands is going to try to get Mobile to go it all the way on the front end. He outsprinted Destiny Red for the early lead. Mobile by a half a length. Destiny Red keeps him honest to the outside. Bowman Mills a closer third now. A length and 3/4 off the lead. Then Lenny the Lender. Strut the Stage is in between horses to the outside. Wild Strike. They're bunching up. 3/4 and 16 and 2. Husbands takes a peek back looking for Strut the Stage. It's still Mobile by 3/4 of a length. Bowman Mill is at the flank of Mobile. Strut the Stage looms large, just a length and a half off the lead as they near the 3/8 pole. Then we have Wild Strike, and they come over to the top of the stretch. It is Mobile, Bowman Mill, Strut the Stage. To the inside, Lenny the Lender as they come to the quarter pole, and Husbands sets down Mobile. Bowman Mill set down by Brice Blanc, and Strut the Stage is put to an all-out drive. A furious finish. Lenny the Lender comes on between horses. Mobile has faded, and Bowman Mill comes away with the lead. Lenny the Lender is working hard to the inside of Bowman Mill. They come to the final 16th. Bowman Mill and Lenny the Lender were running out of ground here, and it's going to be close. Bowman Mill, and Lenny the Lender. Picture time in the Sky Classic. A tight one. The judges will examine the photograph before posting the result of the 8th race. The running time.
Turf, this is a horse that had chased Wando through the Canadian Triple Crown Series. He does go back and forth quite easily between turf and dirt, but here did not hold on as well as would have been expected, particularly on this soft going. The winner, Bowman Mill, is a chestnut 5-year-old son of Chris S. from Aletta Maria by Diocese, making him a half, I believe, to Ketaweo. Owned and bred by Dr. John Chandler, trained by Michael Dickinson, and ridden to victory by Brice Blanc. Bowman Mill covers the 1 mile and 3/8 on the soft turf in 2 minutes, 23 seconds flat. We are going to pause now for a brief message, and when we return, we'll be heading to Kentucky for Turfway Park's Fall Championship. Please stay with us.
This year, many thoroughbreds, no longer able to compete, will join the ranks of racing's homeless. Since 1982, the Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation and its supporters have been providing help and hope for those in need. Creating opportunities where once there were none, the TRF, together with the racing industry, is meeting the challenge, taking care of their own. Yesterday's innovative concepts, combining the TRF's rescue mission with educational and rehabilitation goals, have become today's life-saving success stories and a track record of unsurpassed growth. Safely retired thoroughbreds are now enjoying second careers, bringing responsibility, healing, and purpose to the lives of those who need it most. With your help, we can continue our saving mission, ensuring many more horses the welcome home they so richly deserve.
Welcome back to Horses and Courses, everyone. We're going to continue with stakes racing action from the weekend at Turfway Park with the Turfway Park Fall Championship, a Grade 3 $100,000 for 3-year-olds and up. Let's head to Kentucky in the Turfway Park Fall Championship.
And they're off. For the lead, down along the inside, that's Dayton Flyer, Crafty Shaw, Tryon Georgia, and Cat Tracker from the outside. Then Cappuccino. Into the first turn, Tryon Georgia. On the inside, Dayton Flyer. Between those two, Crafty Shaw, the extreme outside, Cat Tracker. Those four right together. Cappuccino is fifth. 3 back to Bold Truth, followed by Sea of Tranquility, and the early trailer is Ask the Lord. 22 and 4. It's a quick opening quarter, and Crafty Shaw moves through on the inside, puts ahead in front. Tryon Georgia is second. From the outside, Cat Tracker third by ahead. Cappuccino fourth ahead. Dayton Flyer is now fifth. 4 back to Bold Truth, Ask the Lord, and Sea of Tranquility. The half went in 46 and 1. Crafty Shaw in front. Still there, a half length over Tryon Georgia in second. From the inside, Cappuccino gains ground, takes third. Up on the outside, Cat Tracker is fourth, Dayton Flyer fifth. Then Sea of Tranquility, Ask the Lord, and Bold Truth trails into the stretch. It's Crafty Shaw in front. Now by 2.5 to the outside, Cat Tracker second. Down along the inside, Cappuccino runs third. With a furlong to run, Crafty Shaw in front. Cat Tracker on the outside is second, but it's Crafty Shaw. Crafty Shaw the favorite. Now by 2.5 to the outside, Cat Tracker second. Down along the inside, Cappuccino runs third. With a furlong to run, Crafty Shaw in front. Cat Tracker on the outside is second, but it's Crafty Shaw. Crafty Shaw, the favorite, wins by 2.5. Cat Tracker second, then Cappuccino and Bold Truth.
Another impressive performance turned in by number 2, Crafty Shaw. That's 2 years in a row he's managed to win the Turfway Park champion.
By Craig Perrette, covers the flat mile at Turfway Park in 1:36 and 4. We're going to head to the West Coast now, starting out with Northern California stakes racing action at Bay Meadows. The Bay Meadows Breeders' Cup Handicap, a Grade 3 $200,000 mile and an eighth on the turf. Let's head to Northern California and join the Bay Meadows Breeders' Cup in progress.
24 and 1 for the opening quarter, 47 and 4 for the half. Up the Longden Lawns backstretch run. Mr. Aspen sets the pace, leads by 2. Lily's Lad will follow from the second spot. Poker Brad creeps a little closer, although he's been caught very wide at both turns. 9 Banks continues with a ground-saving trip. That's a beautiful trip for 9 Banks with 2.5 to make up. Fateful Dream is 3.5 from Mr. Aspen. Surprise Halo has 4 to make up. Then go to Alibaba. Calkins Road is deep like a hero in the 3-path. The trailer remains Runaway Dancer. They're at the top of the lane in the 71st running of the Bay Meadows Breeders' Cup Handicap. Mr. Aspen's the leader. 9 Banks is off the rail. He has 2 to make up. Fateful Dream is 4 from the front. They're going to Surprise Halo. Final 16th. Mr. Aspen has led every step of the way. 9 Banks chases him home with Fateful Dream. Mr. Aspen wire to wire in the Bay Meadows Breeders' Cup Handicap. Mr. Aspen gets the job done under Bobby Gonzalez. Second and third involving 9 Banks and Fateful Dream. Many for second place. Second place goes to the 7 Fateful Dream. Third place to the 3 9 Banks. And fourth place to the 5, Like a Hero.
Early going, made a late rally and just got up for second to nose over Nine Banks, who sat just a little bit closer to the pace and made a little bit of a move a little earlier than the favorite, getting himself into a little better position, just getting caught. Mr. Akpen is a 5-year-old dark Bayer Brown, son of Golden Voyager from Gruta Azul by Semenenko, bred in Chile by the RS Mantasia, owned by Nocta Stable and Neil Papiano and Steve Taub, trained by Kristen Mulhall and ridden to victory by Roberto Gonzalez. Mr. Akpen covers the mile and an eighth on the turf course at Bay Meadows in 1:46 and 3. Next, we're going to head to Southern California and opening day of the Oak Tree Meet at Santa Anita. Always an exciting day of racing, highlighted this past Sunday by a series of 4 very good stakes races. We're going to get the stakes race program kicked off with the Clement L. Hirsch Memorial Turf Championship, a Grade 1 for older horses on the grass, featuring the return to the races of Storming Home, the return to the saddle of Gary Stevens aboard this horse after a little bit of an upsetting performance out in Chicago. Let's head out to California now in the running of the Clement L. Hirsch.
Deal for the Clement Hirsch Memorial sent on their way. They all came away very smoothly. Irish Warrior from the outside gate, and right there is continuously. Down at the rail, Johar is now going to come through to join that leading pair. They're going extremely slow here, just a little faster than a canter, in fact, and Storming Home is going to take back to last. Top of the stretch first time round, and someone had to go on and lead them, and Johar has now taken on that task. Johar goes clear to lead them by just under 2. Continuously going to track in second. Irish Warrior taken back into third, and Storming Home is last. They're racing through the stretch first time round. Johar got his neck bent here. He is pricked, just going along very, very comfortably. Leads it by 2 lengths. Continuously is in second, and then it's Irish Warrior. Storming Home is last. Still only 4.5, 5 lengths would cover them all. They run past the 7/8 pole, and Johar has to be very happy with proceedings out here. He's just ambling along. Couldn't have it any easier out here. Still got those ears pricked forward. He leads them by 2 lengths. Continuously is content to track in second, and Irish Warrior third, and still Storming Home bringing up the rear, and he's now 6 lengths off the lead. Down the backstretch they go. There's no change in this order. It's Johar leading them by just under 2. Continuously is in second, then a gap of 3 to Irish Warrior, and now Storming Home starts to get a little closer. A half-mile to go now in the Clement Hirsch Memorial. Still Johar had it all his own way the entire way. Leads at 1.5 lengths. Continuously is in second. Irish Warrior now starting to quicken from third, and outside of that is Storming Home. They've taken closer order. 3 lengths would cover them all. Coming to the 5/16, and it's turned into a sprint for Home now. Johar quickens nicely on the lead. Johar 1.5 lengths, continuously second. Now here's Storming Home on the outside, and then Irish Warrior. Homeward bound now, and Johar in front 1.5 lengths. Storming Home is let loose and coming home gamely. Johar, Storming Home, these two going to run for the wire together. On the outside, Irish Warrior closing late too, but Johar and Storming Home. Storming Home going to outbob him near the wire. Here it is, and Storming Home wins it to Johar. Irish Warrior and continuously finish 4th. The unofficial result of the Clement L. Hirsch Memorial. The winner number 3, Storming Home. Second was number 2, Johar. Third, number 5, Irish Warrior. Fourth, number 4, continuously.
Velian from Try to Catch Me by Sharif Dancer. He was bred in Great Britain by Darley Stud Management, owned by Sheikh Maktoum bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and trained by Neil Drysdale. Ridden to victory by Gary Stevens. Storming Home covers the 1.25 miles on the firm turf course in 2:01 and 3. We're going to continue with stakes racing action from Santa Anita with the Grade 2 Lady Secret Breeders' Cup Handicap. 3-year-olds and up, fillies and mares going 1.16 miles for $300,000. Reigning horse of the year is Zeri, the heavy favorite. Let's head to Oak Tree in the running of the Lady Secret.
And away they go. Allo Love bounced away fast. Adoration very quick and royally chosen on the inside. Those two now sprinting away. Azeri's going to be taken back today. Azeri racing in 4th, a good 5 lengths off the leaders. Tropical Blossom along the inside, and Got Coco's the early trailer, 9 lengths off the leaders. 7/8 to go, and Royally Chosen went very fast early, but tries to slow it down a little now. Leads it a length and a half. Adoration, meanwhile, the rider's taken a stronghold, slowing them right down. Tropical Blossom is in third. Aloe Love on the outside. Now, here's Azeri in the 5th position. She's only 3.5 off the leaders, but going to come from behind today. Got Coco is at the back, giving them 7-length start. Down the backstretch they go, and Royally Chosen takes them along a half a length to Adoration. Aloe Love is right there, third. On the inside of that, Tropical Blossom. Here's Azeri, still racing in the 5th position as they go past the half mile. Azeri's now 5 lengths off the leader, and another 3.5 to Got Coco. Into the turn they go. Royally Chosen and Adoration take them into the turn. 2.5 clear of Aloe Love. Tropical Blossom. Azeri on the outside is now moving up 4th, but has still got 4 lengths to make up. And Got Coco's running on from behind. A 1/4 mile to go. Adoration, Aloe Love, Royally Chosen. Azeri has got a race on her hands this afternoon. She's going to come on the grandstand side, then Got Coco. Homeward bound now. Azeri's under the ride. Azeri comes under the whip today. She's struggling in third. Aloe Love's taken the lead. Got Coco flying down the centre of the track. Adoration at the rail. Aloe Love, Got Coco. Got Coco flying down the outside. Aloe Love trying to hold her off. Got Coco. Aloe Love going to hit it together. Got Coco won it. Aloe Love. Azeri had to settle for third. Then Adoration, Tropical Blossom, and Royally Chosen was last.
Azeri moved up to the 2nd spot on the disqualification, with Adoration moved into the 3rd spot as Aloe Love gets bumped back to 4th in her return effort. Surprising performance, surprising finish, but not a surprising performance by a very nice filly in Got Coco. A 4-year-old Texas-bred daughter of Signal Tap from Baby North by Northern Baby was bred by Eileen H. Hardis, owned by Headley and Long, trained by Bruce Headley, and ridden to victory by Alex Solis. Got Coco covers the mile and a 16th in upsetting Azeri in the Lady Secret Breeders' Cup in 1:42 and 4. We're going to continue with stakes racing action out in California with the Yellow Ribbon Invitational. Grade 1 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, at 1.25 miles on the turf. Let's head back to the Oak Tree Meet and take a look at the running of the Yellow Ribbon Invitational.
Adele Geeser, the last one, goes straight in, gates closed, field for the Yellow Ribbon, sent on their way. Tate's Creek comes away quickly, up alongside of Tate's Creek is Cello Mari, going to settle into the 2nd position. Now on the outside there goes Cassis, and Cassis is now the leader. Crazy Ensign is the grey, joining the vanguard, just in behind them Adele Geeser. They've been followed by Magic Mission, taken towards the rear as Red Rioja and Musical Chimes. Through the stretch first time round, out on the lead is Cassis. She leads it by just over a length. Crazy Ensign is tracking in 2nd. The favourite Tate's Creek is tucked in 3rd. In behind that comes Chelamari. On the outside, Adele Geeser is only 4 lengths off the leaders. The entry of Musical Chimes and Magic Mission racing towards the rear. And at the back is Red Rioja. 8 lengths would cover them all. They run to the 7/8 pole, and Cassis also got an easy lead out here. Taking them along at a decent pace, though. Cassis very comfortable, leads just over a length to Crazy Ensign. Adele Geeser's up to 3rd. Tate's Creek is scraping the paint 4th, 3 lengths off these leaders. In behind that comes Calamari in the red cap. Down at the rail we have Magic Mission. Musical Chimes is giving them 8 length start, and then 2.5 to Red Rioja. Down the backstretch in the Yellow Ribbon, it's still Cassis, the pacemaker, leads it by 1.5 lengths to Crazy Ensign. Now Tate's Creek gets up to race in 3rd. Adele Gieser is right up alongside of her, only 3 lengths off these leaders, then back to Magic Mission. In behind that comes Calamari, who's now 7 off the leaders. Musical Chimes trying to pick it up down at the rail, and Red Rioja's a good 15 off the leader. Coming to the top of the lane in the yellow ribbon, and they turn the pressure on now. Cassis continues to lead it, tackled by Crazy Ensign. Tate's Creek looking desperately for somewhere to go. Adele Gieser's got her penned in. In behind that, Magic Mission. Homeward bound in the yellow ribbon, wide open. Crazy Ensign, the great Tate's Creek, and a split horses on the inside. Tate's Creek now exploding. Crazy Ensign tries to keep her at bay. Running on late as Musical Chimes. Coming for home, and it's Tate's Creek in full flight for the wire. And Tate's Creek has won the yellow ribbon. Musical Chimes flies for second. Then Crazy Ensign, Magic Mission, Red Rioja, Adele Gieser. In behind that, Cassis, and Calamari was last.
Is a 5-year-old chestnut mare, a daughter of Rahi from Viviana by Nureyev, bred by Juddmonte Farm in Kentucky, owned by her breeder and trained by Bobby Frankel, ridden to victory by Pat Valenzuela. Tate's Creek covers the 1.25 miles on the firm turf course in 2 minutes and 3/5 seconds. The final stakes race on the program Sunday at the Santa Anita opening day was the Oak Leaf Stakes, a Grade 2 $250,000 mile and a 16th for 2-year-old fillies. Let's head back to Santa Anita in the running of the Oak Leaf.
Where they go? All came out well. Half Bridle quickly takes the lead on the outside. Renaissance Lady towards the center is Daddy's Princess. Down at the rail we have a lovely Raffaella. Tarlo has no alternative but to go a little wide into the turn. Been followed in by Hollywood Story. Only 4 lengths off these leaders though. And at the back we have Shadow of Mine. Past the 7/8 they go, and the favourite Half Bridle going to set her own pace. Got her ears cocked though. She's taken a pretty tight hold, and she leads them just over a length. Here comes Tarlo though to put the pressure on, and Tarlo now going to quicken the pace as they run past the 3/4 pole. 2 lengths further back comes Daddy's Princess in the 3rd position, then Renaissance Lady. On the inside is lovely Raffaella, giving them 5 lengths start. In behind her comes Hollywood Story, and then it's another 4 back to Shadow of Mine. They run past a 1/2 mile in the Oak Leaf. Still out on the lead here we have Tarlo, and inside of Tarlo is Half Bridle. Those two still stride for stride. Now they come in to put the pressure on here though. Daddy's Princess moves up between them and turns the pressure on. Renaissance Lady on the outside. Then we come back to lovely Raffaella. Hollywood Stories at the back of the leading group, and Shadow of Mine is last. 5/16 left to go, and Half Bridle kicks on with it. Tarlo still right there in second. This pair gone on again. Tremendous race here by 2 really classy individuals. Half Bridle on the inside and Tarlo. Hollywood Story coming to join the fray from 3rd. Homeward bound and Half Bridle fully extended, but showing her class today as she puts away Tarlo. Hollywood Story plugging away 3rd. But this is one sensational filly out here. It's Half Bridle striding home 4-5 by the time they hit the wire. Half Bridle and Julie Crone could not have been more impressive in the Oak Leaf. Tarlo second, then Hollywood Story, Shadow of Mine, lovely Raffaella, and Daddy's. The unofficial result of the Oak Leaf, it was won by number 4, Half Bridled. Second, number 7, Tarlo. Third, number 6, Hollywood Story. And fourth, number 2, Shadow of Mine.
Bayer Brown, 2-year-old daughter of Unbridled from Half Queen by Deputy Minister. Bred in Kentucky by Wertheimer and Frere, owned by the Wertheimer Farm and trained by Richard Mandela. Ridden to victory by Julie Crone, Half Bridled covers the 1 mile and a 16th in 1:43 and 3. We are going to pause now for one more brief message, and when we return we'll be looking at a stakes-laden card from Belmont Park. Please stay tuned.
We are just beginning to feel the effect of real first-class breeding in the state. Over the next few years, there's going to be a tremendous improvement in the quality of horses in New York State.
That prediction has become a reality. Today, the New York Breeding and Racing Program gives breeders and owners their best opportunity for success.
When you get those breeders checks, and I get stallion checks, and I get open owners checks, it's unbelievable. It's great.
When you breed a good horse in New York, its extra earnings power just resonates throughout the industry.
When you go to the sales and there's two horses side by side, and you like them both, and one's a New York bred, the New York bred just starts with a tremendous advantage.
When I look at a catalog and I'm looking at individuals, if he's a New York bred, that's the bonus plan for me.
Simply, it's the best program in North America, bar none.
I would advise anybody to get a New York bred.
Funny side trying to pull up the upset here. 12 to 1 coming down to the line, and the gutsy gelding Funny side has won the 129th Kentucky Derby.
Welcome back to Horses and Courses, everyone. We're going to head to Belmont now, where they ran 4 Grade 1 stakes races on Saturday, kicking things off with the $500,000 Vosburg Handicap. Grade 1 for sprinters. Now they've changed the distance of this race from 7 to 6.5 furlongs, hoping to make it a little bit more important in terms of Breeders' Cup sprint competition. Let's head to Belmont and take a look at the Vosburg.
They're off. My cousin Matt off to an alert beginning. On the far outside, Agadan also breaks well. Voodoo has come away third and is racing toward the leaders. Geigestar out fourth. Posse is fifth in the early going. Then Papua, followed by Peeping Tom, Highway Prospector, and Ghost Zapper is the last of them all. Ghost Zapper is 12 lengths from the leader, and the leader is Voodoo. Voodoo takes the field into the far turn. Opening quarter, eye-popping 21 and 4. Voodoo barreling along. The leader now by 2 lengths. My cousin Matt is second, and Geigestar is 5 lengths behind Voodoo. Right alongside him, it's Agadan, and Posse is 6 lengths from the front with 2.5 furlongs remaining. Then farther back, Ahedris. Ghost Zapper was last on the backstretch and is now 8 lengths from the leaders and continues to close in the far outside. The half in 44 1/5 seconds, closing in on Voodoo. Geigestar will come up the inside. My cousin Matt fights on. Agadan right there on the outside. Posse's looking for a way through. Here comes Ghost Zapper from out of the pack, and he runs by them all. Ghost Zapper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. He won by 6 emphatic lengths here. Agadan finishing second. It was close for third between Posse and Geigestar. The time for the race was 1:14 and 3, 1/5 of a second off the track record in the 64th Vosburg. Ghost Zapper, a sprinting force.
The longest shot on the board at 63 to 1. Had struggled just a little bit since getting past about the non-winners of 3 level, but here ran very well forwardly placed, holding on nicely as Posse closed from off the pace into the 3rd spot. Favored Geigestar stuck down on the rail, not interested in ducking through on the inside, didn't want to go inside of Agadan, and lost position late to finish 4th. The winner, Ghost Zapper, is a 3-year-old bay colt, a son of Awesome Again from Baby Zip by Relaunch. He was bred in Kentucky by the Adena Springs Farm. He's a half to top juvenile from a couple of years ago, City Zip. He's owned by the Stronach Stable and trained by Bobby Frankel, ridden to victory by Javier Castellano. It now stands to be seen whether or not this horse is going to go to the Breeders' Cup despite the distance change at the Vosburg. Bobby Frankel has indicated there's a possibility that we still might not see Ghost Zapper come back in the Breeders' Cup, which would certainly be a disappointment after this very exciting performance. Ghost Zapper covers the 6.5 furlongs of the Vosburg in 1:14 and 3. We're going to continue with New York Stakes racing with the Flower Bowl Handicap. The Flower Bowl Invitational, traditional feature race for the fillies and mares on the turf at 1.25 miles, $750,000. Let's head back to Belmont in the running of the Flower Bowl.
They're in the gate. And they're off. Snowdance breaking alertly. Valzer Kunigan is there toward the inside. At the rail, Risk Averse. Snowdance from the far outside. Risk Averse down toward the inside. In between them, Dress to Thrill and Valzer Kunigan. Snowdance trying to clear the field by the time they hit the first turn. Just ahead of them. Down on the hedge and right there at the hedge, it's Risk Averse.
Walzer Konigan jostled about well in between horses, Dressed to Thrill in the clear on the outside and now moving up to engage the leader. Dimitrova settles back in fifth, and then farther back in the field are Primetime Valentine, and the favorite Heat Haze trails the field 10 lengths behind a developing speed duel into the backstretch. 25-2 for the opening quarter mile here around that turn, and Snowdance edges clear to lead by a length and a half. Dressed to Thrill is going to concede the lead to her. Walzer Konigan well held while running in third. Risk Averse moves up just to her inside. Dimitrova covered up and in behind those two. Then Primetime Valentine. Heat Haze is the trailer, but she's gotten closer. Now about 7 lengths with 5 furlongs to go. Snowdance leads through an opening half mile of 49 4/5 seconds. The pace is ordinary. Dressed to Thrill continues to sock second, in no hurry to go after that lead yet as they move past the half-mile pole. Walzer Konigan in the clear third. Risk Averse is fourth. Dimitrova is running in fifth position, followed by Primetime Valentine. Heat Haze is still on hold. Around the far turn, there's 3 furlongs to go, and Dressed to Thrill makes that move after the lead. Corey Nakatani cuts her loose, up to engage Snowdance, those two, head-to-head for the lead. Walzer Konigan looms on the outside. Risk Averse just in behind them. Dimitrova's right there, and Snowdance is beginning to get on the far outside. It's Heat Haze getting underway. They're coming into the final furlong now, and Dressed to Thrill is the leader. Walzer Konigan is there. Dimitrova coming hard. Heat Haze far outside. Risk Averse coming up the fence. Dimitrova takes the lead at the 16th pole. It's Dimitrova. Jerry Bailey all over her as they come down to the line, and she's going to do it. Dimitrova wins by a length and a half. It's dead tight for second between the 3. Walzer Konigan was second. Number 7, Heat Haze was third, and number 1A, Dressed to Thrill was fourth. The results not official, 5-3-7-1A.
Ran a very impressive effort here just off the pace and spurting clear late by a length from Walzer Konigan, who was close to the early pace. Ran on very nicely considering the firmness of this turf course. Heat Haze well behind the rather slow pace in the early going. Made her usual bid, but was not able to do any better than third under Jose Valdivia as the odds-on choice. The winner, Dimitrova, is a 3-year-old bay filly, a daughter of Swain, from the Caretaker by Carleon. She was bred in Kentucky by Muirfield Ventures. She's owned by Joseph Higgins and trained by Dermot Weld. Ridden to victory by Jerry Bailey, Dimitrova covers the 1.25 miles on the firm turf course in 2:02 and 3. Turf racing continuing now with the Turf Classic Invitational, a Grade 1 $750,000 1.5 miles, a race that has frequently been kind to European invaders. Let's head back down to Belmont in the Turf Classic.
And they're off. Balto Star off to an uneventful start. Slough Valley reined in. Polish Summer down toward the inside, and Lunar Sovereign. They make that long run here into the first turn, Balto Star and Slough Valley. They're on even terms under the line the first time. Lunar Sovereign runs in third. Polish Summer toward the inside. Sabiango is caught on the outside going into the clubhouse turn. And then Delightful Irving and the favorite, Suleimani, is the last in the developing stages here. Balto Star with his usual spot out there in front. Slough Valley tracking second. They were just waltzing along in that opening quarter, 25 2/5 seconds. Lunar Sovereign a tracking third. On the inside, Polish Summer, Saves Gone in fourth. Sabiango, Delightful Irving, and the trailer remains Suleimani after an opening half mile in 50 1/5 seconds. So Balto Star on an uncontested lead as they begin that run down the backstretch. He's out there freewheeling on the lead. The leader by a length and a half. Slough Valley is second. And now Richard Migliori is moving early with Lunar Sovereign. They're on the outside third as they continue up the backstretch run. Polish Summer continues on the hedge. Delightful Irving, Sabiango, Suleimani is drafting nicely, covered up and comfortable in behind horses as they continue their run up the backstretch. 3/4 in an ordinary 14 3. Balto Star uncontested lead. And now Javier Castellano trying to get a little bit more from Slough Valley. 3/4 of a length behind now. Polish Summer continues running third toward the inside. Lunar Sovereign now being asked to pick it up, and there he goes. Lunar Sovereign makes a move right there at the half-mile pole. then Sabiango, followed by Delight Furling, and Suleimani is only 3.5 lengths from the lead as they round the far turn. Balto Star driving on the lead. Here comes Sabiango with a 4-wide move. Lunar Sovereign is in between horses now. Slough Valley down toward the inside. Polar Summer. Suleimani took a bad step there. And the field turns for home, and it's still Balto Star. Polar Summer comes off the rail for running room. On the outside, Sabiango. And Suleimani is uncorking his run now. At the 8th pole, Suleimani takes charge. He ran by the whole field. Balto Star trying to hang tough. Polar Summer, Delightful Irving, but it's going to be Suleimani with a decisive victory in the Turf Classic. Delightful Irving got up for second. Balto Star was third. Sabiango was...
Ready to go. Kick clear by almost 3 lengths on the outside. Sneaking through on the inside was Delightful Irving, a horse that's been a pretty consistent allowance horse in New York, obviously liking the distance and ground on the turf, getting through under Joe Bravo with Balto Star, the pace setter, holding on very nicely to finish in the 3rd spot here. The winner, Suleimani, is a 4-year-old bay colt, a son of Hernando from Soul Dream by Alleged, was bred in Ireland by the Niarchos family, owned by Godolphin Racing and trained by Saeed bin Surur. Looks like his next stop will be the Breeders' Cup Turf. Ridden to victory by Jerry Bailey, Suleimani covers the 1.5 miles on the firm turf in 2:27 and 2. The big event on Saturday, of course, the Jockey Club Gold Cup, a Grade 1 $1 million race for 3-year-olds and up at 1.25 miles. Let's head back to New York and take a look at the running of the Jockey Club Gold Cup.
And they're off. Quest breaks on top. Mineshaft off to a good beginning. Moon Ballad was away running in 3rd, just on the inside of Mineshaft now. A break of 3 back to State Shinto. And Evening Attire will take up his position at the back of the pack as they make their way toward the backstretch run. And Moon Ballad is moving aggressively early after the lead. Moon Ballad now on the outside, on the inside. Quest responding, and Quest is the leader. The 1/4 and 24 seconds flat. Moon Ballad sitting back in 2nd and not far behind. Mineshaft settles into an easy beat, running along 3rd. There's a break of 7 back to State Shinto and another 3 back to the late running Gray Gelding Evening Attire. They continue their run down the backstretch. 6.5 furlongs left here. Up top, Quest still in front. Moon Ballad prompting from the outside. Mineshaft continues to cruise along in 3rd. The half goes in 47 and 3/5 seconds. The pace is honest enough. A wide break back to the other 2, State Shinto and Evening Attire. 5 furlongs to go. Quest in front. Mineshaft has maneuvered into the clear on the outside. Moon Ballad in between horses. And the race is on as they hit the half-mile pole. Quest in front. Mineshaft coming up on the outside as they round the far turn. Moon Ballad tailing off. 6 lengths back to State Shinto, another 5 back to Evening Attire, and there's 3 furlongs remaining. They ran 3/4 and 11 flat, and Mineshaft has taken the lead. He has done it readily. He is cruising in front. Quest is under an all-out drive. He's already under the whip. And now just a nudge from Robbie Alvarado, and Mineshaft is on his way. Mineshaft opening up here, 2.5 lengths. Quest giving his all, he's 2nd, and a break of about 7 lengths back to Evening Attire 3rd. They're coming into the final furlong, and it's going to be Mineshaft. Mineshaft, routinely brilliant to win here at Belmont Park once again. He has won the Jockey Club Gold Cup, and he has done it with style. Quest finishing 2nd. Evening Attire was 3rd. The final time was 2 minutes and a 5th.
powerful, but he's only got to beat the horses they put in there to race against him, and he has handled just about all of them this season. Very impressive performance, coming home rather quickly, despite the fact that that he was obviously throttled down late in the going. Mineshaft continues to look strong. The question now is whether or not his connections will decide to send him to California for the big show in about 4 weeks. Mineshaft, a dark Bayer Brown 4-year-old son of AP Indy from Prospector's Delight by Mr. Prospector, was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Mr. William Farish, and partners James Elkins and W.T. Weber. He is owned by the partnership that bred him, trained by Neil Howard, and ridden to victory by Robbie Alvarado. Mineshaft covers the 1 1/4 of the Jockey Club Gold Cup in 2 minutes and 1/5 seconds. We're going to continue with Belmont Stakes racing action now on Sunday with the Joseph A. Gimma for New York-bred 2-year-old fillies. They're running for $100,000, the distance 7 furlongs. Let's head back to Belmont and the running of the Joseph A. Gimma.
They're off. Wild Berry breaking right on top, but quickly here comes Cape Side Lady from the inside. And then She Laughs is also right there. On the far outside, it's Lightning Lila. Cape Side Lady up to take the lead. Wild Berry, the favorite, is second now. Then She Laughs is right alongside her. Lightning Lila, fourth and on the far outside. Fait Accompli is now running in fifth, followed by Dearest Heart and Clarksburg Queen. Cape Side Lady off the rail with the lead. Wild Berry to her outside. They rip through a quarter in 22 1/5 seconds. Then She Laughs kept within close striking distance of the lead. She's third at the half-mile pole. Then it's Fait Accompli. Lightning Lila has been shuffled back to fifth. Dearest Heart and Clarksburg Queen 5 lengths behind the rest of the field. Cape Side Lady still growing strong at the top of the far turn. Johnny Velasquez steals a peek back to see Wild Berry continuing to run along in second. Fait Accompli is coming through on the rail. Fait Accompli rallying, and Wild Berry is tailing off back to third now. Then She Laughs is fourth as Cape Side Lady comes off the turn in front by 4. Fait Accompli is second. Dearest Heart has moved through on the inside. Then Clarksburg Queen. Wild Berry is now dropped back into fifth, and they're coming to the final 16th, and it's all Cape Side Lady. A galloping winner here. Fait Accompli will check in second. Clarksburg Queen was third.
To New Jersey for the sorority, but here returns with a huge effort, obviously liking the muddy, showery conditions at Belmont Park on Sunday. Romping to an easy 9-length victory over Fait Accompli, who made a nice move on the inside at 13-1. Clarksburg Queen, recent maiden breaker who had taken, I believe, 6 starts to break her maiden, but obviously once again handling that surface very nicely and finishing in the 3rd spot. The winner, Cape Side Lady, is a bay filly, a 2-year-old daughter of Cape Town from Gray Lady Type by Zen. Bred in New York by Thomas and Lakin, owned by So Madcap Stable and trained by Todd Pletcher. Ridden to victory by John Velasquez, Cape Side Lady covers the 7 furlongs of the Joseph A. Gimma in 1:23 and 4. 2-year-old New York breds featured once again in the Bertram F. Bongard later on in Sunday's card. Again, $100,000, 7 furlongs, this time Colts and Geldings. Let's head back to New York and Tom Durkin's call of the Bongard.
And they're off. Arby's Glitter, Bond Arbitrage, Flagship Enterprise, and the Confidence Man. Smokin' Kelly away 5th. Then Saratoga Episode and Aladdin's Lamp. Starship Enterprise is the leader. Bond Arbitrage, though, right there at his throat latch, running in second. In between horses, the Confidence Man, and down on the fence, it's Smokin' Kelly. Arby's Glitter close to the pace and running in 5th. Saratoga Episode in behind that group of horses, and just to his inside, Aladdin's Lamp. Tight pack, 6 lengths, front to back. Starship Enterprise, the leader, zipped through a quarter, 22 and 2, with Bond Arbitrage pushing him hard all the way. The Confidence Man is under the whip already, running third about 2.5 lengths from the lead. Smokin' Kelly 4th, right there toward the inside. Arby's Glitter, Saratoga Episode, and Aladdin's Lamp. Coming to the top of the stretch, it's still Flagship Enterprise with a narrow lead. On the outside, it's Bond Arbitrage, Flagship Enterprise still going at it head-to-head at the top of the lane. And it's a break of another 5 lengths back. Saratoga Episode now up to be third on the outside in the last furlong. Flagship Enterprise digs down and turns back Bond Arbitrage. It's going to be Flagship Enterprise to win it here by 4 on the wire. Bond Arbitrage was second, Saratoga Episode third.
Well, this is the race that launched Funnyside last year. We'll see what happens now with Flagship Enterprise, who was dead game, duking it out almost every step of the way with Bond Arbitrage. Put that rival away in mid-stretch and drew off by about 4 to win easily over Bond Arbitrage, who ran on well with Saratoga Episode from the Sakatoga stable, rallying into the third spot. A very impressive second career start for this horse, who broke his maiden impressively at Saratoga. Now in the new barn, this horse was transferred from Leroy Jolly to Ronnie Werner some point during the time in between his 2 starts. Flagship Enterprise is a dark Bayer Brown New York bred colt, a son of Avenue of Flags from college year by half a year. He was bred by Kathleen Schoenfeld here in New York. He's owned by the Windmill Manor Farm and Kathleen Schoenfeld, trained by Ronnie Werner and ridden to victory by Mark Guidry. Flagship Enterprise covers the 7 furlongs of the Bond Garden, 124 and 1. That's going to wrap up a busy edition of Horses and Courses. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this week. We hope you'll be able to join us again next week at the same time. Until then, I'm Jean Wood. Have a great week at the races.